final table in Group B, the Porto-Atletico Madrid match. Well, we'll show you highlights of that later. It turned into a bit of a war, it appears. But look at Milan down at the bottom with the results going the way they have gone. They are out of European football. Even before Christmas, Porto take the Europa League place. Liverpool already through well before tonight, well before match day 5 and match day 4, so they hit 12 points. So a very impressive Liverpool performance, and all those young players, Stephanie, for them to play so well and to get a result at a place like that, it's been some night for them.
Yeah, I think Liverpool applied themselves really well, considering going into the game they were already qualified. They didn't really have a lot to play for, except for maybe those young players trying to prove a point that they should be given more chances within the team. But I think overall AC Milan were very poor. I think they didn't really show much at all, considering they had to win the game. Liverpool kind of just took control of the game, didn't really have to do too much to win it in the end. But again, professional performance from Liverpool, but I think it was poor overall from AC Milan.
And is that telling in its own way, I suppose, about Milan, isn't it, Liam, that maybe it's a sign of where they are, that the last 10 minutes they had to go after it, and they did.
I don't think it's only Milan, Dara. I think it's Italian football compared to English football. You know, the English clubs were all forward qualified before the last game, and I think that tells you a lot. I thought Liverpool were really, really good. The only blip on the performance was the goal they gave away, but they made up for that. The two centre-backs were outstanding. They kept Ibrahimovic very, very quiet. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I thought, was man of the match. Really, really good. Origi's done it again, got a goal.
There you go.
When he's been put in. So, and to see those kids play, the right back and the midfield player, were absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Tyler Morton was fantastic. You know?
Third senior game. Like, listen,
he gave himself time on the ball. He turned on the ball. He never lost the ball. He played some great diagonal passes. They have such riches in abundance, Liverpool. It's quite incredible. Two centre-backs, outstanding.
Yeah, no, look, you know all about running youth academies, developing young players, bringing them into the club. Whoever's doing this at Liverpool is doing an exceptional job.
Well, I think English football is very strong at this moment in time. We saw that in the Euros with so many good young English players. You've seen it with Liverpool. We're seeing it with Chelsea this season. I think Man City put a few in their game today. So there's really a lot of very, very good young English players and Irish players with that lad coming on there at the end.
Conor Bradley, quite a day for him and a night for him, making his European debut at the San Siro. OK, let's look at the Origi winner. As Liam said, Stephanie, he has done it again. Another goal in a big game. Yeah,
again, he's in the right position. I think it's poor defending, a bad cross into Tomori, or pass into Tomori, and he just takes his eye off the ball. I don't know what he does, but he lets a loose touch, and Mane is on it like a light, like he always is in those positions. And again, Origi reacts really well. That's not an easy header as well. He does really well to direct it into the far corner. And again, as you said, Origi, he steps up whenever he's given the opportunity to play. But again, I think it's a gift from AC Milan messing with the ball on the back line like that. And Tomori will be disappointed, I'm sure. As we've seen at the end, he did look a little bit disappointed with himself, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Crestfallen, wasn't he, at the end?
Well, he scored the first goal. It was all going so very, very well for him, wasn't it? You know, and then he makes an elementary mistake like that. Well, that's football, isn't it?
That is football. OK. The two centre-backs, you forget about Van Dijk and what an amazing player he is. But the two boys tonight did exceptionally well.
Well, Ibrahimovic is still a very, very fine player, even though he's 40 years of age. He's a big, strong lad, but they muscled him out of it. Phillips and Konate, they were really great, you know. Good positioning between the two of them. Maybe took a risk when Kessie had a chance. That the line was a bit high, a bit narrow, but he's cleared that again. Konate. Now watch him match Ibrahimovic here, you know, and he did that all the game. He gets a toe poke in here, very nearly. This is Phillips doing a Beckenbauer, which was, and this is Konate, and if he doesn't time that well, it's a penalty. So I thought they were outstanding. And to think that they have Virgil van Dijk in front of them, probably the best centre-back in the world, Matip as well, you know, they've got such a strong squad, Liverpool. It's amazing. And it's not down to throwing millions and millions and millions of pounds at it. You know, they said Everton have spent 500 million in the last 2 years. Liverpool haven't spent anywhere near that. and yet they have a squad like that. Great credit to what's going on at Liverpool.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I suppose when after Origi's goal, Stephanie, like Milan had to have a go at it. They would have known what was going on in the other game as well, with the goals flying in and the red cards flying. But the Kessie chance towards the end was, like, we'll never know if they could have actually gone on to win the game, but they needed this.
Yeah, it was a poor execution. I think he just didn't make his mind up early enough. It's a really good ball in by Bakayoko, and you can see he doesn't know whether to hit it under the keeper. He times his run right, and you're thinking you've got to either hit it early now or you've got to get it with power underneath the keeper. Keeper does quite well to come out and kind of block off that angle, but it's a poor finish, and as you say, it could be an opportunity to keep them in the game and maybe give them an opportunity in those last 5 minutes to go at Liverpool and try and get the winner. But again, if I'm honest, I didn't see that coming. Kessie had always a great chance to try and get that lever, and he didn't make his mind up early enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. Let's go back into the first half, and we look at tomorrow's goal. We look at the 2 first half goals, and the Minamino thing. I'm sure Klopp will be having a quiet word.
Yeah, now whether he was under orders to stay on the post, we don't know, Dara, but it looked like to me he was given the position to stay on the post and he just wandered off it. And he didn't do Alisson any good at all, you know. And Tamori knocks it in and thinks he's probably going to get Milan into the knockout stages. But this was Oxlade-Chamberlain, fantastic. That was a great finish, Stephanie, wasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. As we said it at half-time, I think it's a position he gets himself into. He follows the ball in, he knows where the danger is, he knows where the ball is going to be, and he sniffs out a good opportunity. And again, does really well to keep the ball down and control it into the goal. It's a great finish from Salah.
Yeah, for sure it is. We've some other Liverpool opportunities that they created over the course of the second half. Talk us through these. Yeah,
I think, as we said, Liverpool probably, without even having to go into second gear, they were in control of the game. They had quality players on the pitch. Minamino was quiet, I think, in the game overall. Here he wriggled himself free and gets a shot just over the bar. I think this is the Origi chance. Gets himself into a good position, and I think looking back on that, he might be disappointed. He probably could do better. And again, towards the end here, they break free. Oxlade-Chamberlain does brilliant with the little back heel, and it's just a finish in the end. He gets closed down quick enough. But again, I think, as I said, Liverpool, without really having to go into second gear, they were in control in that game, and they had good chances as well to try and get more goals. But I think overall Klopp would be delighted with how Liverpool applied themselves. Every player that came in done their job well, and it was a really, really professional performance. Yeah, I'm sure Klopp, we'll hear from him hopefully shortly. He will talk about this thing that they wanted to have the 100% record. But, you know, it's one of the things that you kind of fear with the competition. You get to match day 6 and we've kind of these dead fixtures. Liverpool had qualified long before tonight, but you wouldn't have known that. Yeah, well, I think that's the way Klopp is, isn't it? I don't think he'd ever go into a game kind of just thinking, oh, we'll take our foot off the gas. We want to go and win every game. They wanted to get that record as well, the winning record. Salah was chasing the goal record for the club. The new club record is 7 goals in 6 group stage games. So I think when you have players like that who are hungry to score goals, and also players who are looking to impress, Liverpool's squads, as we said already, they've got a great squad of players, and I think when you look at the players that have come in, they're trying to impress and they want to do well. So I think it's good for Klopp to see that players are coming in and taking their opportunity as well. And I think they've 6 more games between now and the end of December. Like, when you look at the talent that he was able to bring in tonight, the amount of changes he was able to make, 8, like, they have the squad. That's where, I suppose, with the top 3 in the Premier League, that's where it really is brought to bear, isn't it? Yeah, you need a bit of luck with injuries. So far they've been okay this year. Last year they were decimated with injuries and they didn't really show up at all, did they? You know, but this year they're a force to be reckoned with. I think they're scoring more than 2 goals every game, apart from Saturday against Wolves when they got a goal near the end. But they should have scored 4 or 5 against Wolves. They were that dominant. It's a great league this year, you know, with City and Chelsea and themselves. It really is, you know, going to be fascinating. But if Liverpool keep playing the way they are, they might just break away. Yeah, OK. Well, they'll be in the hunt for sure for Champions League honours as well, and they'll be in the draw on Monday, I think.